And the courtesy is us. This, my family, is what we call Hisa, the grand premiere. The grand premiere, Dominyin Dojo! Welcome. We open the doors. This is the grand premiere. The beginning, a new beginning, a shift. The ground has shifted a bit. Became a little bit stronger. We're getting ready, we're preparing the way to expand this fingerprint, to broaden the viewpoint, to amplify the heights, to drum up some bigs. We call it big stage, big vision, big version. We actually refer to Dominyin Dojo as 3D, Dynamic Dominyin Dojo. Welcome, family. This is day one. Sensei Kwabin here. Moment with the Master, number 19. Facebook, Instagram, YouTube. Pow! You already know how we open. We come with the energy. We starting to drum it up. We getting the engine revved for today. Big stage, big vision, big version. Family, you're invited. Here, let's set the table. This is an executive meeting. This is an executive meeting of the Dominyin Dojo Martial Arts Academy. Let's executive meeting. So come sit at the table. We're going to talk about some things. We're going to discuss a little bit about the profile and the program that is going to take place on this floor. We're going to talk about the profile and the program that's going to take place on this floor, Dynamic Dominyin Dojo. Today, when students arrive, I'm here a little bit before them, the lesson for today is going to be on velocity, intent, and impact. Family, if we're martial artists, we know that the effectiveness of some of our techniques depends on velocity, intent, and what impact we intend to have. Now, let's draw down on that at this executive meeting, right? Because we're all in a space and time and frame that we have to have outcomes, results, different results, different endings that we're all looking for. Velocity, intent, and impact, right? And so we're here at this executive meeting because we're going to check in. We're setting ourselves, we're kind of taking the temperature of where we're at now. Dominyin Dojo, day one, expanded facility, fine, done. Velocity, intent, impact, we're here. We've been here, but we're here in this space now. All we're doing is picking up, shuffling over, and setting up camp, right? That's what we're doing. So we're going to talk about this profile. And then later on, I'm going to talk a little bit about the rules of engagement that might take place in this live or the next, but the rules of engagement for us as martial artists and here at Dominyin Dojo. We're in a time of uncertainty. There is actually some very minimal security that we feel. We feel uncertain, and many of us feel unsecure. And I'm not saying that martial arts cures uncertainty, right, and insecurity. But what it does is it steadies the way of what happens inside of us. It steadies the course for how we show up in the midst of uncertainty and insecurity. Hey, family, look what's going on with the federal workers in the United States, right? Health Secretary, whatever his position is, right? He's making changes in the health landscape, cutting employees and human resources at the CDC, at the FDA, right? NIH. So research is not going to be getting done in the way that it ought to, right? Programs are not going to be funded in the way that they ought to. Renewals and healthcare is not going to be covered going forward in the way that it ought to, right? So how do we steady ourselves for the face of this coming and impending uncertainty and instability? How do we steady ourselves in the face of this coming uncertainty and instability? I'm not saying that martial arts is a cure-all, but what I'm saying is that as we train ourselves to be ready to face the measure of uncertainty, we also have established our ability to control velocity, intent, and impact. We give ourselves the better up. We give ourselves the better positioning. We give ourselves the better chance at finding and moving and establishing ourselves in the face of waves and waters that we cannot control. So we set the stage. And listen, there's no immunity for any of us. There's no immunity for any of us, right? Our response is to take the reins of stability, to take the reins of progress, to take the reins of greatness. That's the best response we can have. We're all dealing with some situations that our arms don't absolutely reach around to grasp, to be able to handle the fullness of whatever the issue is. Sometimes we need to learn how to program, right? And how to strategize so that we can have the highest degree of velocity, intent, and impact. So the profile here at Dominyin Dojo, we have a five-fold, five-pronged, five-legged thing going on here. Yes, we have martial arts as a lifestyle, and we pursue martial arts excellence, right? Frame one, got that? Two, premium grade fitness. We are about the element of being ready and being fit, right? And being engaged and ready to engage to the best of our ability. Premium grade, doesn't have to be absolute top premier, but premium grade to the best of our ability. Premium grade fitness. And then we also have self-defense, how we move in the midst of dealing with challenges, right? And maybe attacks, right? Maybe just cutting something off before it even begins. The awareness that comes with the self-defense mindset. We have self-defense readiness that involves situational awareness, that involves personal awareness, and that involves martial arts defense readiness. Then we also have what even we're experiencing here today, mindfulness. I call this mindfulness, right? Moment with the Master, every Wednesday, 6 p.m. Mindfulness, just talking through the things that makes us the full measure of martial artists and people to showcase and show up with the best of who we are. Mindfulness. And then also, we ultimately end up pursuing greatness. Greatness and leadership. We've been talking about it, right? That's our personal measures of how we are making progress. Our personal measures, our individual measures. 5 prongs, right? This is 3D Dominyin Dojo, Dynamic Dominyin Dojo. This will be what we want to create is the place to tap in. We want to create the environment where we come to train as martial artists and we tap in to the dojo. We tap in to get centered. We tap in to get grounded. We tap in to get energized. We tap in to get even inspired. Dynamic Dominyin Dojo. So we're building a family here where we could come in, we can train hard, work hard, be hard, and also those measures of softness, right? Softness, where that is appropriate. So we work on both ends of the spectrum, training in Goju-Ryu, hard and soft, but being dynamic in what we bring forward, what we bring out of ourselves, and what we bring into the world. Right? Remember, we make ourselves available. What happens? We make ourselves available, and the assignment comes. We open up, and the assignment comes. We position ourselves, and the assignment comes. We work hard, and we put ourselves in position, and the assignment comes. And guess what happens after that? Purpose aligns. Y'all remember that? The assignment comes, and purpose aligns. And then we engage, then we push out. Then we move forward to the next stage, the next level, the next degree, the next stage and platform of progress. So we stretch. This is what we do. We stretch ourselves. We stretch for the best of ourselves. We push our bodies, we push our minds, we push our spirits even to push forward in the path of progress and toward the plane of greatness, right? We stretch from the comfortable into the progressive. We stretch from the mundane into the profound. We stretch from the usual into the unusual. We stretch from the regular even into the extraordinary. Dominion Dojo, we're here because we started doing something first. We started thinking big. We saw a land and we said, we set sights on this. We started thinking big and then dreaming big. And now we find that with that pursuit, with that availability, with that alignment, with that purpose, with that assignment, we can step into being big. Right? It's a big stage, big vision, big version. That's what we're talking about. And this is what we want for everybody with the 5 prongs of what we're going to be engaging with you on. We want big stage, big vision, big version of you. So this is that invitation to Dominion Dojo to train. We look forward to self-defense readiness. There's going to be something more coming about self-defense readiness. Big class. Self-defense, martial arts self-defense, training for fitness and self-defense. That's coming. We'll continue mindfulness training. That's coming. Greatness coaching. That's coming. So we invite you to come connect with us. Futurecast. Futurecast yourself in our midst. Futurecast. Look, envision. When you see me here, look. We right here. Futurecast. Right here on the floor. Right here on the floor. You see the mats. Let's train. Futurecast. As a matter of fact, here's a Futurecast for you. August 16th, 2031. August 16th, 2031. I'm proclaiming it right here. August 16th, 2031. That's 6 years and a few months from now. August 16th, 2031. We're going to hold a black belt promotion ceremony. We're going to hold the black belt promotion ceremony. August 16, 2031. Futurecast. What we doing? Futurecast. I can see it. Will you be that black belt? Will you put yourself in active readiness for that date? How about that? What do we do in the next 6 years between now and then? It's on you. Are you coming with us? This is going to be Dominion Dojo Universal. We're going to span outside the boundaries of where we currently stand. We're going to train outside the boundaries of what we currently know. And we're going to move outside the boundaries of where we currently live. We're going to grow. Big stage, big vision, big version. Remember the 5 prongs. Come get up on your big stage. Come get up on your big stage. We can do it, family. All we got to do is open our eyes and set our sights on what's to come. Push forward, push hard, challenge yourselves. Challenge yourselves so that the next stage that you see is one that you envisioned from a day past. The next stage that you see is one that you envisioned from the day past. Listen, this is Sensei Kwabin. This has been your moment with the master. I enjoyed speaking with you today. We're going to go now and get on this floor. We're going to christen it. We're going to do some work. We're going to do some stretching. We're going to do some kicks. We're going to have some fun. Listen, till next time, this is Sensei Kwabin. And as you know, I'm up out of here. Us!